You sounded more like Celine Dion than you did.
Well, I'm not going to try to do Tina Turner's voice. I would never be able to come close to that.
Why not?
She's fabulous.
Well, you can do Celine Dion's voice?
Yeah.
She has a fabulous voice as well.
Thank you.
No, she has. Not you.
I don't know whose voice. I'm just doing my own voice.
That's your voice? That's your singing voice?
Yeah.
Do it again.
Bad.
Which part?
Proud Mary keeps on burning.
Yeah. Big wheel.
Big wheels keep on turning.
Turning.
Proud Mary keep on burning.
Burning.
Rolling.
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 Rolling
down the river.
It's not bad.
It's not like, but the rolling part, it sounded like
Rolling.
you kind of just gave up.
That doesn't sound like
You kinda gave up
I'm
on-
nervous.
It's not great. It's not great if you want me to be honest.
Oh my
What?
god.
Can we start over?
Wait, Tony,
Needed to be said.
No,
Hold on.
no, her singing.
Tony,
it's not great.
have you ever seen? So have you seen What's Love
Harsh.
Got to Do with It, Tony?
What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to
The
do?
movie.
No, I haven't seen the movie. I know the song, but I've never seen the movie.
Lawrence Fishburne and
I know of the
Angela
movie.
Bassett.
I know of the movie.
It
Never
is
seen it.
a phenomenal movie.
She should have won an Oscar. For that.
Tangentially, I
He
know.
should
of
have
it.
won an Oscar for that.
They both should have won an
They
Oscar
both
for
should.
that.
What does tangentially mean, Woody?
Seriously.
You tell us, Tony.
Kind
Well,
of.
I mean, I
Kind
know
of?
what it is.
Does it mean
Obviously,
kind of?
Do you know what a tangent is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what a cosine is?
No,
Or sine?
no, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Sine,
You
sine
know
or
any
cosine?
trigonometry?
No, hell no. You think I got the trigonometry in high school?
Tony, cosine. Wait,
The only thing I know about a cosine is when my boy's got to take and I'm helping him out
There you
on
go.
it.
That's
Like
the
that's a cosine to me.
That's the only
Okay.
cosine you need.
All right.
What's the other one?
Sine.
Fine.
Sine, but S-I-N.
So
Sine.
scene.
S-I-N-E.
I say E, right.
No, there's no E in sign.
The abbreviation is
Guys,
S-I-N.
what is sine? What does that mean?
See, I
need
remember
to know
all
what it
these
means,
things
though.
from trigonometry, but I don't. I'm with Tony. I don't remember
No,
what I do with any
I
of
barely
these
remember
things.
them.
It's
I know
how you measure a triangle,
Yeah,
right?
it's how you
Sine
measure
30.
the sine,
A
cosine,
squared
and
plus B squared
It's
equals
also
C squared.
inverses.
Yeah,
on
but
that.
that's
the
a
Pythagorean
Yeah, yeah.
theorem.
that's the Pythagorean triangle.
There's also
That
an
guy
inverse
sucked.
to that, like cotangent. I forgot the other two.
That guy sucks.
Cotangent.
No.
Yeah, there was a cotangent.
Yeah.
That's in calculus too,
This
right?
is a cotangent right here is what this is.
Oh, so you do know what a tangent is.
Cotangential.
Tangent, tangent I always said I knew.
So what do you think
Cosine and
tangential
sine-
means?
You could not have a dumber face on right now.
Because I was trying to come up with what tangential meant, and it's like
It's just like of a tangent.
a gentle of a
What?
A
Gentle?
gentle of a tan.
tangential of a tan.
What?
Right? Isn't there a
Ooh.
tan somewhere?
No.
It's
Right?
turning tangent into an adjective. That's all it is.
Okay.
But he's saying it in the context of like I kind of know this person. I know them tangentially.
Yeah,
so like that
yeah.
he's not. Is he not? Are we not using it correctly there then? Because like I really don't know. Based off what you guys are saying, the word doesn't make sense in this use.
Thank you,
Tony,
Chris.
that's one hell of a cosine. You've
That's
got
my
right
boy right there. Let's go, fist me.
Probably not the cosine
but-
you want.
no,
but
it is.
here I am.
That's exactly
No,
what
but Tony, you're the one who used tangentially.
Correct.
I
But I
know this
think-
person tangentially.
right.
so he's going
the
on.
context
I
is
know
right.
this person when I go on tangents.
No, it's like you sort of barely know this person.
So I was right.
I mean, tangentially for people
No,
is like
you were wrong because it was a yes or no question. Have you heard of this person? Yes or no?
Tangentially, yes, I have.
Tangentially means then yes, you have. Just say yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
like tangentially would be like if right now I brought up Whitney Houston again.
Right.
Because tangentially this conversation began because we were talking about Whitney Houston.
Think you
Or
used
Tina
that the
Turner.
right way. Yeah.
We just all agreed none
Bishop
of us
to
know how to
Rook
use
Nine,
it.
Whitty.
Fine.
Wait, how did I use the word incorrectly? I used the word correctly.
Yeah.
We were
I think
talking
I
about
used
Tina
it correctly.
Turner, though.
No, but somebody mentioned you talked about the movie I Will Always Love You, didn't you?
No, I said what's
The
love got
movie?
to do
What?
with
Oh,
it?
what's love got to do with
What's
it?
about Tina
What the hell's the
Turner?
matter with you?
And I
That was good. See?
Not long enough. That was not long
wasn't
enough.
good.
That was not long enough.
That wasn't good.
I was good.
Oh, that's a
No,
dog.
you were
Somebody-
great.
somebody's hollering up.
You were great.
I love the beat that drops right before it. And I
Like, that's good.
Another cosine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw a TikTok of the producer of that song who thought that it was the dumbest idea. That like that the whole way the whole way that song starts where it's super slow. He's like, there's no way we're gonna get this song on the radio.
Well, that guy's an
It's
idiot.
it's a minute and 10 seconds of
Why would you ever admit that?
I'm telling you, no, it's like it's. I watched the documentary about Hitsville, about Motown,
yeah.
and Motown had a very kind of regimented process of how they did everything. It was like an assembly line because that's where Berry Gordy first worked. He used to work at Ford. And so they had this quality control room. When a song came up, they're like, is this a hit or not? And they had a boardroom, and everyone around the room had to vote yes or no based on what they thought, and give supporting reasons. And they have the audio recordings of them debating My Girl by The Temptations. And you have to hear these people say, I don't know, man. It's kind of derivative of My Guy. Like, they're just shitting on this song. That turned out to be like the biggest hit in Motown history.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Do you know the song I'm talking about? My Girl?
Oh, My Girl, yeah.
Okay.
But
if something incredibly popular and famous happened, tangential to my career, I would never admit that I thought that shit would suck later on.
No, Jessica,
but you have like that guy has the bona fides being like, yeah, I've farted out number one hits.
I got that one wrong.
Yeah, I got that one
Okay,
wrong.
but maybe
like,
I wouldn't.
Mostly I have the magic touch.
Maybe I wouldn't.
I'll give you an example. Hold on. I'll give you an example.
Dan Le Batard Show, I knew that would be a hit.
Without the credentials or bona fides. Do you know the story about like the first time I heard J. Cole rap and I was like, this is great. Well, don't quit your day job.
Is this the LeBron
Wait a
meme?
minute. This is real?
No,
you
this
did
is
that?
real.
Dude,
This is
that's
a
real.
real
I'm
story.
actually co-signing this for real.
And
This
that's
This
your
is
boy.
a real story. So J. Cole went to college with my cousin, right? And so I knew him as Jermaine. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they're like, yo, Jermaine raps. So I'm like, Jermaine raps. And then like they gave me the CD and I listened to it and I'm like, wow, this is really good. Well, don't drop out of school because no one actually becomes a rapper. That was literally my advice. It was like,
You have an eye for talent.
oh man, the talent was undeniable, but
See, I wouldn't admit that.
But it was just like,
I would have said, I heard
just-
J. Cole in college and
but
I
he's
said,
real. Amin's
follow
a
your
real dude.
dreams.
Yeah.
I would have said, follow
No.
your dreams, Jermaine.
I've never been the follow your dreams guy. Everyone knows that. Like famously, I've never.
You're just a shit on everyone
But
else's
there is
dreams guy.
like once you reach a certain level, you can admit. Like I've heard Mark Cuban, anytime he's interviewed, I could have been an Uber, missed it.
Yeah.
like he's willing to admit that because he's just so rich that it's like I'm still rich.
I feel that it's more of a flex from Cuban than
Yeah.
anything.
That's what I
It's
mean.
like-
It's almost a flex. It's almost I'm so
But it's definitely
successful that I can tell you that I didn't think that song was going to be a hit.
Do you think if any of your friends were like, I'm gonna go be a famous rapper, that you would think that they could actually do that? Like it seems so impossible that even if you did think that they were good at it, which you did,
He was
like,
incredible, but
you couldn't imagine it.
We didn't know anybody anywhere tangentially in the industry, right? We didn't know anybody. So I'm just like, okay, like how many people we grew up with, like, oh yeah, I rap and like go freestyle and we do mixtapes and stuff like come on, man, that's not a real dream. That's not a real thing that happens. At least not to people like us. And it happened, and it's crazy because my cousin, who is now his manager and the president of Dreamville, like it was the same way. He was like. He loved music and he was like into music, but
So it not happened once, but it happened twice to you.
Oh no, what? No, you talk about Boss. I didn't even know he's rapping until like he started rapping. I'm like, what do you mean he raps? I'm like, this kid never rap. What are you talking about? And then all of a sudden I heard him. I was like, oh, he's pretty good. But at this point now, the door was
You
open.
had the scars already.
And the door was already open. Now we knew people in the industry. But the idea was like they didn't know anybody, and now they're like these big deal people, big shots, whatever.
He probably does interviews. He's like, this asshole Amin Al-Hassan told me not to quit my day job when I was 20. I'm glad I didn't listen to him.
He's too nice. He won't never say
You think
that.
he even remembers that?
That
comment?
story? No, he doesn't.
That's good for you though.
Yeah.
You're the only one kind of keeping it alive. You can kind of change it a little.
Yeah, you can put that one
See,
to
I
bed
would
and be like,
change
I
it
always
and
believed
say
it.
I knew he
I
was
knew
going
all
to be
along.
a
Let's put this on social.
I'll give you another like crazy example of this. When I was like, okay, this is happening. All right, give me the mixtape. It was the warm up, and I remember I made copies because I was a video coordinator at the time, and I put it in everybody's locker, in for the Suns. And afterwards, Amari Stoudemire was like, yo, is this your guy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, because at the time Amari just started a record label. He's like, I want to sign him. I'm like, oh, okay. And I told my cousin, and they're like, yeah, we move on to bigger things than Amari Stoudemire's record label. I was like, oh shit. But the funny thing was, Amari was like, what about this other CD? And I said, what other CD? Like someone put 2 CDs. One of them was yours, one of them was the other one. Did you not leave this one? I said, no. And I looked at it. And you know what the other CD was? Swear to God, Nipsey Hussle.
No.
This is 2007, 2008, something like that. And I was like, I never heard of this guy. And that was it. And then like when he started blowing up, I'm like, shit, that was the other CD in the locker.
Rest in power.
Yeah.
Marathon continues.
So now I can take credit. I say, oh yeah, I put him on
put
Nipsey
both of them
Hussle.
in
Yeah.
there. The tail gets longer as the years go.
What did Steve Nash think?
Of what?
the mixtape.
He never responded back.
Oh,
No?
that's too bad.
I was like, what do you guys think? I
What did
wasn't that
Boris
guy.
think?
No, Boris listens to his own shit.
Steve
Boris-
Nash is like, I
Boris
went on
is-
living my life.
Actually, Steve Nash kind of talks like this. He's got like a little bit of a
Wait a
hoarse
I was
voice.
thinking
Doc
Russell
Rivers?
Brand.
That
He's
sounds like Doc.
Steve Nash is Doc Rivers?
He's got a hoarse voice and he's a low talker.
So you gotta kind of be like, what? What was
Yeah,
that?
Oh, there's a lot of times where I just be like, yeah, Steve.
What did Q think? I want to go through this.
2007 Phoenix Suns.
Q wasn't there anymore.
No.
Roger liked it.
Roger,
Shout out
Mr.
to
Fight You
Roger.
in the K. Shout out. Oh, yeah.
All right, shall we spin the wheel of topics again? Let's get it cranking here.
What did Leandro Barbosa think?
Amin, where'd the wheel land?
Oh, it landed on that thing. I can't see. My eyesight isn't that great. What's that say?
Whose topic is it?
Oh, that's how it works. Let me go with Chris Cote.
Hey.
It's like if you don't look at Amin, he's definitely going to call on you. All right, we're finally getting to it. Opening straws.
Wow.
Oh my God!
It's time!
It's time!
It's time!
Yep.
Get it off
Wait,
the
can we
sheet.
play a sound effect for like stat of the day long version? We're finally getting to opening straws.
All
Wow.
right, you ready for the big
Wait,
topic?
can we
Really?
peel back the
You've
curtain for the
legit-
audience? Chris Cote has been telling us he wanted to do this topic on the show for
I think in
months.
Austin. I think in Austin
For
is where
a
I created
year,
it.
almost a year ago.
What did the
Chris-
Matrix think of it?
Chris has been saying, I really want to talk about opening straws, and Dan's always like,
Chris,
I
I
don't
don't-
want to do it.
I don't want to we can do it now, and I'm excited
Oh,
to.
little
And so
Doc
much so,
Rivers.
so much so
Yeah,
it makes
Steve
me
Nash over
emotional.
Doc Rivers came in.
But do we want to do this now? Like we can
I
do
think it
something
has
else.
legs. I
All
think it
right.
has legs. So I think
All
we
right.
can do it now and then do it again with
They have
Dan.
arms.
Oh man,
It's pretty
All right.
deep, and it you know, you got to really think.
It's pretty deep and it has legs. It's
All right.
opening straws.
How do you guys open straws?
I
That's the
tear off,
topic.
I tear off the top, tear off the little tab on the top, and then I gently, because you don't want to crush it.
No, you
gently
can't.
All
Tap,
right,
tap,
let me
tap,
since
tap,
this
tap.
is my topic, let me go first here. I don't know
Okay,
why I
Of
asked
course,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
why would
for
you
all
do
my life,
Mm.
I was a banger.
What did Orlando Tucker think of it?
Hell yeah.
I would take the
You
straw
loved
in
it?
my hand, hold it between my hands, and I would bang down on the table. That is such a rookie move. If that's how you're opening your straws, you need to just change your way of being. The proper way to open a straw, you take a little tear around the top of it, rip it off, so now you have your straw, and then you pull your straw out.
No, you don't pull it out. You still
pull it out.
You
No,
still tap.
what do
You
you-
never
bang?
tap.
Tap,
I call
tap,
it banging.
tap, tap.
You
Well,
don't
here's the-
bang.
You
Here's
don't
the
bang.
situation
Tap.
though. Like now the straws are paper. So whenever you bang on the table like that, it's getting
Such
damaged.
a good question
That's
by
why-
Roy.
that's why
the
you
way
tap.
the way I open any straw, it opens that way.
I'm gonna go get a straw from the.
I'm telling you,
All right.
if you have
All
a
right.
paper straw,
Come
you
back.
try to bang, it bends. You get the
That's
plastic
the thing.
one.
There is no upside to banging. None.
It's a gack.
I-
And my whole
I would
life,
disagree with
my
that
whole
vehemently,
life,
by the way.
I banged my whole life.
Hell yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah.
Hell
my
yeah.
whole life, I would just be like, oh, sorry, I need another straw because I ruined this straw.
Right, exactly. Whereas if you just tear the little slit off the top and then you rip it off, you put it off to the side and take the straw out, there is no downside. You're never tearing the straw.
No, there's dirty hands though.
By the way, the perfect straw, all straws should have the thing that Capri Suns have, the little pointy edge.
Ooh,
'Cause
I
that's
do
such a
I-
helpful thing when you're opening a straw.
Do you guys drink a lot of boba?
No.
I've never had a boba.
Okay.
What is
well,
boba?
Boba tea?
Yeah,
It's like
I don't-
that milk
I
tea
don't-
that
I
has
don't
like
know
those
what it is.
little like
The bubble tea.
Tapioca pearls.
I only have throat coat tea.
Bubble tea.
Okay, I love boba. I probably have
Hell
like
yeah.
one a week or so. But when they make it for you, they like use this machine to like vacuum seal a lid over it, and then it's like a plastic cover, and they give you a thick straw because you have to be able to like suck
Pierce
up
it?
the
Yeah.
tapioca pearls.
it has to be
through
big
the
enough
straw.
for it to go up the
So
straw.
it's really wide,
Hmm.
and you have to stab it with the bottom of the boba straw. And if you stab it at an angle, it doesn't work, and you ruin your straw. So you got to be really strategic about it. And I'm not very good at it. Last time I did it, I splashed tea, like black tea, all over myself. But it is a very, very dangerous game.
Bubble
Alright,
tea
You
is
get
Amin-
that
stupid.
tea everywhere.
Amin is back with a straw.
Bubble tea is stupid.
Unfortunately,
Roy.
because we're moving, there are no straws. You know, usually we had that
I don't even
drawer.
have a bread anymore.
Remember that drawer we had all
We
the
don't have
stuff
your
in there?
bread anymore.
That drawer is gone
Yeah.
now.
the
so
literally the entire thing is
the
gone.
kitchen is gone. Yeah.
We have
Speaking
nothing.
of straws, DJ Strawberry, what did he think?
Oh, he loved it too.
You loved it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever use straws to take the tops off strawberries?
No, how do you do that?
Like you just use it to like
Scoop it out?
Yeah.
Why don't you just use a knife?
Because I guess like the straw's better.
You're a
Dangerous.
weirdo.
What?
What?
You are. I watched
Yeah,
Jessica
I co-sign that.
peel.
What?
This is what I saw
Tony, you're
Jessica do
mean.
today. She peeled a banana, but just the one peel. You know how banana usually got 3 or 4 sides? She peeled one side of the banana and then took her fork and started chopping it like chop, chop,
Okay,
chop, chop, chop.
well, we don't have knives anymore or any actual silverware, so all I had was a plastic fork, and I wanted to put banana slices in my overnight oats, so I peeled half of it, and I didn't have a plate, so I used the other 2 peels as a sort of plate to put the banana on inside the peel, and I used the side of the fork to chop it, and then I squeezed it into my oats, and
This
guess
was a
what?
normal
It
act
worked.
by her.
Guess what? It worked.
Judges, this clears for me.
Terrifying.
Nothing she did was weird.
Terrifying.
No.
You didn't see
And I
her
still
do
have
it.
a banana right here,
Well,
and it's been
Why
closed
don't you just
up.
break
so I
off
can
little
finish
bits with
the
your
meal.
hand?
Here's the situation. Like
My
she doesn't have
hand?
a plate.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a plate.
I don't have a plate. I don't have a knife. I don't have anything.
Ooh,
I don't even have
Amin's
a
got a
spoon.
timeout. Hold
I have a
on.
plastic
Amin
fork.
got a
Amin
timeout.
calls timeout.
20-second or full?
No, this is a full.
Oh, he's
Oh,
going
oh.
long.
And I'm doing
What's the signal for
Jessica's
full?
full.
Montana
It's like,
three-pointer.
it's like this. And I'm walking all the way out to midcourt and then
Nope.
turning back around.
Oh, the
Keep the
swivel.
clock rolling.
No,
We're playing.
we called a
Playing.
timeout. There's
Playing.
play on.
Bring
He
on.
was Eric
that's a different
Spoelstra. He
sport.
walked
That's
down
a
to the
different
court
sport.
while she was still talking. He's like, no.
that's a class. Eric Spoelstra loves walking on the court.
While the
favorite
game is still playing.
My favorite is in soccer, giving advantage. That one, the 2 hours.
Play on.
Yeah,
It's
play
like
on.
that. It's like that meme with the monkey who's like going like this. Yeah, I'm talking.
The Jessica, he said, why don't you just use your hands?
That's gross.
And Jessica said, yeah, with your hands and gross. Aren't you the same motherfucker that eats steak with your hands?
Yeah, but that has a handle, like the bone.
No, there's no bones in a lot of steaks.
First of all, Roy is right. I do eat steak. If I'm eating like something with a bone, like a T-bone, I'll hold it with the bone. Second of all, I do that in the comfort of my own home where I know I have wet naps. I know I have a sink.
The picture is
I
of
know
you
I
outside
have
eating
paper
it.
towels.
Do you ever do the thing where you stab it with the fork and that becomes
Always.
the item of holding it? So you're not
Always.
actually holding it. So it's
Exactly.
just
God,
like,
you
You
Philistine.
stab it, you eat around the edges until you get to the center
Philistine.
fork, and then you eat the last bite, and you're done.
Philistine.
Absolute
You just
Philistine.
made the sounds of eating like in Animal Crossing or like a Nintendo video games.
But I'm not going to touch this nasty banana with my bare hands.
Nasty banana.
While we're in
Nasty
studio, and then I have to
banana.
touch
It's
my
a
computer
banana.
and the buttons and my phone.
I'm still fascinated by the time that Ron McGill said that monkeys with bananas, they like use their thumb
To peel it.
The bottom.
and like push the bottom up.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
the bottom is the top for them.
Someone tried to tell me that's the right way to do it. I'm like, shut
People
up,
say
man.
that shit all the time.
Shut up.
The right way is the
Yeah,
way.
kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Sound
Stop it.
sophisticated.
Sean Marks, did he like it?
So Chris, did this merit the payoff of actually finally getting to
I
this?
feel like just reading the room that Tony is a banger. Are you always opening straws by slamming?
I'm
on the
always
table?
banging.
It's a banging. It's tapping.
No. This is what I do.
You go with force, full force?
No.
You must go through a lot of straws.
It's sniper like
too
precision. What I do is I get the straw, right?
No.
At the top, maybe like quarter of an inch, I make a little incision.
Yep. Mhm.
And then I twist it.
But just pull the
And then-
straw out there.
No.
And that's what I do. And then I hold the piece that's already in the top, separated from the other piece, take that, put that in the cup, and then take it off.
Oh,
giving
you do server style, like
Yeah.
bartender style.
That's
Okay.
right.
No.
I bang it on the table, but I started going to a new coffee place that has the little curvy
Yeah, see,
top,
that's why you got
and
it.
now you can't bang it.
That's
You can't
why.
bang those.
All these straws, you don't know what straw you have.
You don't know
on
which
the out-
way's
you
up.
don't
Like
know.
Starbucks has like that now like sippy lid.
I don't get.
instead.
I
I
don't
do
get with
love the
curvy
sippy
top.
lid.
I don't get
so
the
it's a
curvy top.
straw, and you can bend the top to like be perpendicular.
The crinkled straw
Yeah.
thing, like where you can
So
like.
you can
Oh,
like
bendy
make
straw?
it
Oh,
a
you
right
know-
angle.
Like
if
a
you try
bendy
to bang
straw?
that straw, that's what I mean. You don't know what
You
straw,
can't-
especially with
you can't
paper
bang one of
straws.
those.
You don't know what straw you're getting anymore.
In
Just-
Miami Beach, we've banned plastic straws,
You
right?
got-
You can only get like the agave straws or the bamboo
The agave
straws.
straws
or the,
Shout out to the
Fantastic.
agave
the
straws.
agave straws
What an
are
innovation.
amazing.
They are good.
It-
They're
it-
better than plastic straws.
I'm using
better
a
than not
stupid
even better
paper
not even
straw
better
right
than
now.
plastic straw. I mean like so obviously the world tried to move away from plastic straws and we had to settle for paper straws for a while to save the turtles.
A lot
and
of
then
places still doing paper.
I know, but the agave it's an extraordinary development. Because
Oh, it's
you're
perfect.
taking something that you would otherwise throw in the bin and you actually figure out a way to use it for functional like
I'll take one better than the straw.
What's that?
Just give me the sippy cup. Why
I don't
aren't we
like
doing sippy cups
I don't like sippy
everywhere?
cup- I don't like sippy cups
Why not?
because they get to this point where the hole is not quite aligned with where the liquid is, so you're doing this and you're
Yeah.
tilting your head further and further
Yeah.
back.
I don't know
So
about
There's
that.
still stuff in
No,
there,
no,
but
you
it's
know-
not
Yeah,
quite.
at that point, you take the
All-
cap off.
All these modern Yeti cups are just sippy cups.
Correct.
Like,
well, the new cup.
scams.
Have you guys noticed that a new cup gets famous every year or two?
Yeah.
Like the
my
big.
wife loves cups.
It's not like a
She's
Stanley
so
Cup or
into
something,
The
cups.
right?
Stanley Cup is
Yeah.
the cup of 2023.
Oh, yeah.
I
If
heard
you didn't get a
that.
Stanley Cup for Christmas in 2022, you are not cool or fashionable anymore. The Stanley Cup is the new cup, and it's a humongous, like 30 or 40 ounce cup, insulated like a Yeti cup, basically. But it has a big, like thick plastic straw in it, and it's supposed to be like the most amazing cup ever. It's literally just a cup with a straw.
I thought the Stanley Cup was around for like 100 years.
Wait.
The Stanley Cup.
Fair. However, the Stanley Cup is everywhere now. I see them.
How would you even be able to
They're
Google
like
that?
selling out.
Oh,
Well,
my
the-
wife has these cups. I'm telling you, my wife is a cup
She knows
savant.
The funny thing is that
She has this cup.
I
Remember,
just
like, it was-
googled Stanley Cup, and this version of it is ahead of the hockey
No,
Stanley
get
Cup
it,
on the
no.
Google
I'm
search.
telling you.
It's
No.
that popular,
Also
man.
because
you
you
don't
can
Google
you
Lord
can-
Stanley's Cup.
No,
That's why.
This is why, because Google makes money off of people buying things off of things they've clicked on Google. So any product
Brian Skinner?
named Stanley Cup that you can purchase and give Google money is probably going to be up higher.
Google makes more
Like
money
the-
off the cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
The actual cup.
Yep.
Then
Well, the sippy Stanley Cup.
So you're saying, Jess, that Big Cup comes out with a new innovation once every 2 years?
Look, I'm
and it
not
gets people
claiming
buying a
I'm not
bunch of-
claiming a conspiracy, but there is this thing that we all do as consumers, right? Where we're like, oh, if I just get this cup, I'll stop wasting plastic and I'll drink more water. And then a new cup becomes fashionable 2 years later, and you throw away the old cup and it goes in
Yeah.
a landfill, and you get the new cup. And you're like, well, now this cup's going to make me healthier because I drink so much water and it's so like cool and great. And then it's like it was the Nalgene bottles, and then it was Yeti, and now it's the Stanley Cup. And now in 2 years there's going to be another cup, and all these old cups that are fine just get thrown
Yeah.
away because no one likes them anymore. And it's ridiculous.
Can I be Greg Cody?
The swell bottles were a hit.
This honestly, when you say, "Can I be Greg Cody?" It's a good back in my day.
Look, a cup's a cup, man. I got some.
That's what I'm saying.
I got some like plastic tumblers that I drink my water and juices out of. I got some glasses if like we have like company or whatever.
But it doesn't stay cold all day. These cups
I have-
nowadays, I can put
oh,
cold
I
water
got-
in the morning, and at
I have
8
a hydro.
p.m. it's
I have a hydro flask, and I've had it for
Hydro
years.
flasks were very 2020.
I don't care. I still have it. It works.
Not
20
cool
CB?
anymore. I still use mine.
I don't
I'm
have any of these things.
No, it's just a flask. It's just something like when you put the water in. Because I have a water cooler in my house because we drink so much water because we live in a desert. So
Are you a Costco water guy?
No, man.
You need to get on that.
No. You know what, man?
They don't do the delivery at your area?
It's not even that, man. By principle, I refuse to have people deliver my water. We have those machines that are outside the supermarket.
Oh yeah, you put 35 cents in there.
Yeah, well,
we had one in my.
A
We
little
had
more probably.
Yeah, it's a little more than that.
Well,
It's 50 cents a gallon now.
We had one in
Inflation.
my apartment building and then got rid of it. It was I bought like a whole roll of quarters that I still
Yeah.
have
Or
because it was just for the water refill thing and they did dispense with it.
the dispensers by my house, they all have it's the app. So now I just do it by app.
Mm.
It's great, man. And the
I don't even know what you're talking about.
like it's like a machine and it
Like
does
a jug.
reverse osmosis, whatever. So you
Right.
bring your own jug, you put in the money, and you hit the button, and then it fills it up for you. And that's basically how I do my water. I don't have anyone deliver.
Yeah, they
anything
haven't
like
been Publix.
Amin
If-
Hassan.
Yes,
Amin
sir.
Hassan. I know what reverse osmosis means. Jessica
I don't know
Santana,
if you
my
used
sister.
it the right way.
Break it down.
Isn't osmosis when
He
like
used it
cells travel
tangentially
through
right,
a
I
cell
think.
wall?
So the way they purify this water goes through several processes of cleaning and all that stuff, and one of them is called reverse osmosis. Don't ask me how it works,
Sounds good.
brother. I don't know.
Science.
But they told me it did. And I
Back
was
in
like,
my
all right.
day, we just used regular osmosis.
Exactly. Was that with Will Smith?
Yeah, it was.
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones. That was
Oh,
Chris
man,
Rock.
Great
File.
picture.
No, yeah. Will Smith was the one with the shark tail. Was Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Black History Month, everybody.
Hey.
Happy Black History Month.
Grant Hill?
Yeah, Tom Brady, that guy.
It's actually despicable. We
Those are
started this
lies.
episode by Tony not knowing who Tina Turner was.
No,
hindsight.
No,
Not
even
against
to
the
me,
Black
even
History
more
Month.
Slow down a
offensive
second.
not
Let's slow
knowing
down
what the
a
song
second.
"Proud Mary" is. It's like one of the
Yeah.
most
Your guys'
iconic songs
rendition
in
of it-
American history.
Your guys' rendition of it allowed me to not understand what
Wow,
song
Roy,
it was.
you could totally play
he
Ike
could absolutely be
and
Ike.
Tina.
Yeah.
Olin.
That's
You've
not-
got the
that's not a
deep
good thing.
voice.
Olin, no.
Don't let
I
anyone
told
know
you,
You
I
could
mean,
totally play Ike Turner.
I
like
t-
that.
Yeah, the voice. The voice.
Just
Yeah,
the
the
voice.
voice, not
I
the
told you I
voice.
saw that on like on the stage in 2020, and when Ike came up to get his like curtain call, like no one clapped. I felt so bad because like the actor did a great job, but he's obviously the villain of the story. And I was like, oh no, like he had a great voice, but his character was so like unredeemable in that story.
Lawrence Fishburne, man, this dude when he did that,
Eat the cake anime.
Yeah, I mean it was. You want to ass off? That man was ass all the way off. But then Angela Bassett was ass off too. It was the greatest kind of chemistry of two actors just taking their craft to another level in terms of being people. I submit to you, the greatest music biopic ever.
It's a bit of a it's a bit of a thin genre
in terms of like no, it's not. I mean, in terms of
in terms of quality, it's a stacked quality in terms of like the movies existing, but in terms of the movies being good,
like it's not that many.
Yeah,
like
Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox is up there
That's
for
the
sure.
best music.
I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody was trash.
Yeah.
Walk hard down life's rocky road. You know what my favorite song from that movie is, Juju? It's the last one where he says, "You'll find that it's all about dancing, music, babies, going out to town not just for business, accepting your mortality."
And my favorite part is when he walk in the room, he was like, "Get out of here.
You
don't want none of this, Dewey.
You don't want none of this. This is weed."
What does it do? It makes you feel real good.
Just progressively gets worse.
I love that guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's awesome.
It sounds pretty addictive. It's non-habit forming. Wow. Sounds really expensive. It's the cheapest drug there is. I don't know.
I've been hooked ever since.
Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows. He's awesome.
Love Tim Meadows.
SNL.
Roy, spin the wheel.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Chris Cote, who did it land on?
It landed on Chris Whittingham.
No.
Wow.
Now I'm getting the hang of it.
I had a rather eventful walk down the beach the other day because I told you about the one lady that was picking up trash on the beach.
Rubbish.
And yeah, some rubbish walking down the beach. And so I realized that she's just a better person than I am, and I will never be as good of a person.
You don't pick up trash from the beach when you see it?
No.
Hmm.
I tell my kids
Because
all the time, do not touch random shit on the ground, man.
But it's also like, what am I getting? So I find a bottle cap in the sand, and there's a trash can a mile in sight. Like,
okay, there's not. It's not a mile away.
No, it is. It is. I'm walking down. Okay, so this is the bit of the story gets a little look at me, Louie, because I live in Hallandale Beach, but it's basically on the southern edge of it. Right next to it is this 1 mile strip of land called Golden Beach. It is perhaps the most exclusive area of beach that there is in South Florida. I'm not kidding. Is
that where Tom Brady retired from?
No, he retired. He
was
on
like
Miami
in
Shores,
Surfside.
right? But like this strip of beach is like every house is between $3 and $30 million. I'm not like it's
if you've got the
By
$3
the
million
way-
house there, you're like,
right. Yeah,
son of a bitch.
yeah. It's just like a normal looking house.
Want to look at me, Louis, to all of us yesterday when that Tom Brady retirement video came out. I saw a bunch of sports media people on Twitter like, where is Tom Brady's in Sarasota right now? Like, he looks like he's in some like shitty beach or something. We immediately identified like which block he was on in the studio. So shout out to us.
Yeah, we were on it. So but like if you walk down this area of beach, it's essentially a private beach. So there's no areas for people to convene. So you're just walking.
And people leave shit on it. That's
right,
nice.
Exactly.
On the nicest stretch of beach in Miami.
So anyway, so this one woman was going by, but there's something else that happened because there are these incredibly nice houses. There was like a mansion that has 12 bedrooms, and it's this very sort of ornate looking building. And they were very obviously shooting a music video in the backyard of this. There was like, it was bizarre. There was like inflatable aliens in the backyard. There's like models and cameras and lighting people and sound and grips running cable and all this stuff. And there's a guy with like kind of platinum blonde hair in the middle of it. He was very clearly the star of this music video. They must have been renting this property for $300,000 or $400,000 for the day.
No way.
You don't know that.
No, it had to have been
$300,000 for the day,
dude. I'm telling you, this place. I'll take a picture of it the next time I'm walking down the beach.
Don't get too close, because then people are gonna be like, "Why is this guy taking
or
pictures?"
maybe
of my
maybe
backyard?
I'll send a Zillow listing then of this
the
place.
beach is public. You can take pictures from the beach of whatever you want.
Although I will
for the
say,
record.
so I kept walking.
No one owns the beach.
Well, there's this area.
We all do.
There's
Yeah,
this
but would
area
you want Woody
that's
taking
like
pictures of your backyard?
If you can see it from the beach, it's perfectly legal and fine.
Do you want it?
No, because he's a
Okay.
serial killer,
Okay.
obviously.
Period. End of story.
So you keep walking down this like 1 mile strip of land, and there's like an area in the middle of it where like there's some chairs and like a vending machine and a bathroom. And I walked up to it, and this lady like kicked me out because I don't belong there. Because I don't live in that area of the beach.
I don't belong.
That's illegal. You were on the sand?
What was that,
Yeah.
Karen?
Yeah, it was on the sand.
Probably racist.
I would call the police.
Really?
No, I mean, not really. But
But so anyway, so I'm walking past. It was very obviously a music video shoot, and I thought to myself, I wish I had Chris Cote's ability to identify celebrities, because that is like
that a
one
skill?
of that's one of Chris Cote's.
Yeah, Chris is excellent
He's
at it.
incredible at Radio Row.
He was
And-
calling out people from like 20 years ago. He's like, "Oh, that's this guy." And
but
we
it
were
was like some kind of
what?
It looked Hispanic in nature. It looked like it was a reggaeton artist doing a music video in the backyard of some place
And Chris
that they
Cote would know that.
that they rented for the day. And I was like, God, I wish Billy or Tony or Chris Cote were here and they could tell me, because
platinum
I
blonde
kept staring at it, and I was like, and I felt uncomfortable because I was like, I'm clearly just looking in the backyard of somebody's house. But I really wish I knew more celebrities. I don't know enough celebrities.
It was a long walk to get to. I wish I knew more celebrities.
Yeah.
Long walk
so
on the
you
beach.
don't throw away trash. Okay, got it.
That's I'm trying to figure out how did that factor
There's
into
no trash can along the
No.
private air quotes beach.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that I find that skill to be very practical, other than if you're working like as a booker or some shit, then that's very practical. But like in a day-to-day,
No, but you don't ever like walk through an airport and see someone who's like 6'9" and think, oh, that guy's got to be somebody.
no.
No?
Because I hate that. I hate when
I'm
people
the king of that. Everywhere I go, people think I'm somebody and they can't think of who it is, but they don't realize.
But you
bro,
are
they don't know my
somebody.
ass.
I am somebody.
I mean,
You're a rapper.
People
I mean, though.
recognize you when you go
everywhere
to
I go, they be
games
like,
and
"Is
stuff.
that? Oh, never mind. I'm the oh, never mind ass boy."
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind.
Juju, what jersey is that? Stand up so I can see.
Bullets
This
jersey.
is Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace 30, yeah.
The best possible.
Did he
it
like
could
it?
have been. What'd you say?
No, I'm asking Amin because Amin talked about before you were on, Juju, how he would take Cole's mixtape and put it into the locker room of different Phoenix Suns players, or all of them, I
Yeah.
guess,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the whole team.
And I'm just going through the list
Play
of
Look at Me, Louie,
2007.
when he said that.
No, we
No, they
didn't, because
didn't.
he was trying to co-sign and help his boy out. So there's no Look at Me, Louie. It was hard work. A&R. But I'm just asking him people that liked the record and who didn't.
He's been going through the
Yeah.
whole roster.
So I'm just going to maybe Rasheed Wallace liked it. I don't know. Maybe you put it somewhere with him.
He likes it now. He does now.
He does now.
Yeah.
That's a good segue for. I think that Metal Art Media. We should get one of these hip hop pop culture podcasts popping off, man. We got down. Talk about this sometime. People don't even know your relationships in that land. You feel me?
Yeah, but-
Hassan,
But
your dick ski.
the problem, Juju, is that I'm an old man now, and so I got there's shit that's I just don't know.
Yeah.
And
That's why you tag team with a kid like the kid. You talking to himself in the flesh, and then you add in a guy like Tony who know everything. You feel me? And we need some Latin flavor or either a woman's touch. Look at there, Smetana in the building. She got 20 podcasts already, so we don't stress her out. But we got people all over Centilla. We got a lot of people around here to talk culture and music. We don't got to force it down your throat like Whitty and Mike be forcing sock. I mean, what happened? I don't
Who
know
said
what
that?
happened.
Who said that? Is somebody else in the Zoom here? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I got hacked.
I think it was Mike
Oh, okay.
Fuentes. I don't know.
That's what Whitty gets for saying that wanting to become a rapper is a dream that's out of reach for people. Right, Juju?
Exactly. He said he wish you knew more
You're even
famous
now.
people. I should be around Chris more. It's Black History Month, including one of us.
Yeah, at least one.
Tangentially, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Cosine.
Yesterday was
28 days.
Women in
Seen-
Sports Day or something like that.
That was
Happy
today.
Women in Sports Day, Jess.
I think
It's every
day.
I don't know. People
Every day,
tag me in
exactly.
stuff
Yeah, it's every day
sometimes.
for me.
How do you guys feel about that? Like everything, every day is a day.
I-
Like
Me?
no, in general, how do you guys feel about every
It's
day?
like
true.
tomorrow's chocolate chip cookie
Yeah,
day.
I like
And
that.
the day after is corn dog day.
Yeah.
Who anoints these things?
National Bosses Day is my favorite one. I'm like, come on, man. Like
Please.
we gotta kiss this motherfucker's ass a little bit more now.
Right. Beg not to get fired a little bit harder on
Yeah.
today.
I mean, people who want money to buy products anoint these days, really.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
the man.
How do you make it
The man.
official though?
No, you just throw it out there and people accept it.
Put
That's
it
how you
on
make
Google
it official.
somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Googling National Day Calendar to see like what
today is.
Well, I mean, you know, we are recording this. We should. I mean,
come on.
No, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Friday,
It's literally
February
Friday.
3rd.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
What's
Friday,
the
February
national
3rd.
day?
Exactly.
All right, there's
Thanks for the
7.
invite, by the way. Sheesh.
There's 7 days.
There's 7?
Yeah, so it's 4 Chaplain's Day,
What?
Bubblegum Day,
Sucks.
National
Fucks
Missing
you up.
Missing Persons Day,
Damn, that's kind
Oh,
of
what?
National Women's Physicians Day,
There you go.
National
have a women's-
National Wear Red Day. I don't wear
Nah,
red.
I'm good.
I
No,
don't
you
wear a lot of
no,
red.
no.
Not in my neighborhood.
Juju's wearing red.
I'm wearing blue. How about that?
Hey, I don't tell anybody I don't know anything.
National Carrot Cake Day.
I do
Oh,
love a
I
good
love
cake.
carrot
Yeah, I
cake.
do
Not
like
for
a
me,
good carrot
Clive.
cake.
Carrot cake is good.
Maybe you've never had a really good one.
Carrot cake sounds bad, but trust me, it's pretty
It's
good.
good. There's no
It's
carrots
really
on it.
It
Woody.
needs a new name.
There
No,
are
I've
carrots
had
in
carrot
it.
cake
For
before.
sure.
Have you though?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Cinnamon
yes, I have.
Checkmate. Bishop to
yeah,
rook 9 again.
Got his ass.
And finally, the last one.
You know what? I'm proud of all of us for liking carrot cake. I wouldn't have expected a consensus on that.
That's where it all
Minus
comes together.
Woody.
yeah.
Should be
And-
called sweet cake.
And the last one is called National The Day the Music Died Day.
Swank.
There's
Don
music
McLean Day.
everywhere. I mean,
There's the pictures in the graphic for this are of Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper.
Oh, the
Who?
plane crash.
The Big
yeah.
Bopper.
Isn't that what American Pie is written about? Bye, bye, Miss American
Oh, I thought you
Pie.
meant the movie. I was like, no, it's about
Day
guys trying to lose their virginity.
music died.
The day.
The day that music is like La Bamba. That was like the La Bamba movie, right?
Mm.
Right? La Bamba.
You
know what's
Yeah, you're right,
crazy?
yeah.
He didn't speak Spanish.
No.
Richie
The
Valens.
pinga.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry,
finally.
what? I'm sorry, what?
Juju.
Somebody
What?
gets it.
When is
Hey,
National
hey,
de
what?
Pinga Day?
No, we haven't created that one. We need to create that one. We need a Cuban calendar of things that are certain days. I'll get on that.
Yeah, you get on
All
that.
set.
Ooh,
Roy, spin the
a metal
wheel.
art calendar. We should have a metal art calendar. What do y'all do for
Eh.
that shit?
Yeah, we should get a middle one. Yeah.
Tony.
Well.
Tony was just saying to me, he's got so many topics that he doesn't know which one to go with.
It's true, you know.
Oh boy.
He doesn't have any.
All right, spin the wheel again. Roy.
All right, so we have a result on the Miami Marathon that happened this past Sunday.
Oh, that's right. You were a marathon chaperone, I guess, as it were.
Yes, I was a
Observer.
marathon chaperone. I had Claire with me. Anid had ran the Miami Marathon, and she finished.
The full 26.2.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey.
Yep.
Congrats to her.
The other day when we talked to Samson and he gave Roy like the saddest thank you for your service ever, it was like, Roy, people don't get enough credit for the people that go watch the marathons.
And he's right.
He was like, thank you, Roy, for watching your
said,
wife do a marathon.
He said, and I quote, "It's almost as hard as running it." And I
Yeah.
go,
was
"There's
like-
just no fucking way
like, what?
that it can be anywhere near as hard."
Okay,
You're
now-
just
now-
standing
okay.
a
for 5
marathon.
hours.
No, think about this now. We woke up at 3 a.m. We got to the parking garage
Why did it
around
start so
4 or
early?
5.
They started
The
like
heat.
5. Yeah,
Why
that's
did
true.
you miss
And
our
the
4 o'clock
traffic.
watch along?
Plus, people run a long
Because
ass
I was
time.
there for 12 hours.
Yeah, to be fair, like he earned it.
can
He
I-
earned his keep.
Can I ask a unscrupulous question?
Why do people run marathons?
No. I know why people run marathons. It needs running the marathon. You're there at the start of the run, right? She leaves, and then it's going to be hours before she's finished, and you're not following her the whole time, are you?
I'm following
No.
what you're
Because
doing.
you'd be running a marathon
What Amin
too.
is saying, you could have just left, gone home,
Go
come
home
back, and
come
said
back
you were there
on
the whole
roughly,
time.
Yeah, roughly 4 hours later. Just,
No, because if anything
No, you got-
happened,
Great
I'm there
job,
to take
honey.
her home.
Did you see me? I
Claire
was
would've
following you the
told
whole
your
way.
ass.
Yeah, you got to be at various checkpoints.
There has to be like a ranking of the worst news a loved one could tell you, and hey, I'm gonna go run a marathon. It has to be top 5 because that means like because of someone else's decision, you have to sacrifice a Sunday of your life to hand them a water
yeah, you're
and
right.
stand
Championship
outside
Sunday.
for 12
Yeah.
hours on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, it's ahead of Honey, I Want a
It's-
Divorce. It's ahead of that. Yeah.
I'd rather be told I'm getting a divorce than hey, I need help
This is
running
so
a
wrong.
marathon.
It's less jarring.
You
She's
don't get
right.
any credit because you don't get like a little medal at
No,
the end.
you
You can't
get it
tell
from David
you can't
Sampson.
put
He
the
tells you it's as
13.1
hard.
sticker on your car. What's the point?
I should get credit as a husband and a father because I had Claire alongside me. I had to watch her the
Poor
entire
Claire,
day.
she was probably
It's
bored out of her
almost
mind.
as hard as running it. Is one of the most ridiculous
It's the
sentences
dumbest
ever
thing I've
said
ever
in
heard.
all of content.
no.
Like the woman is in Coconut Grove. I'm sitting here downtown Miami just waiting.
Yeah,
hate it.
exactly. And
Shout
Samson's
out-
like,
shout out
thank
to
you,
Amin.
Roy.
You could have gone to a movie.
Yeah, you really could
And
have.
the problem is they blocked down all the streets. So Jenny ran it last year, and I was at the same thing. So we have
How
to.
hard was it to watch
Thank
her?
you for doing that, Tony.
How
You're
difficult?
welcome.
It
By
was
the way.
so
It
hard.
was excruciating.
How
We had
did
to
you-
take the
how did you
metro
manage
rail.
it?
It was hard, man. I was tired too. That same day, we had to fly out to LA to go
You
to
still
the
think
Super
about
Bowl.
that day.
I do. It was a
Yeah.
long ass day for me.
To be fair, the marathon did cause you to like some flight issues getting out to the
It was
Super
a
Bowl.
very long
Issues.
day for me that day. Shout out
Almost
to her,
as
though.
hard as running a marathon.
Yeah, she ran a
Yeah.
half though, so not a full half. But you're standing there just behind barricades with people just. There was people coming out of like clubs that I was there meeting at the same time, and they were fucked up just watching the race, like smoking a heater, and I'm like, oh,
It's got to be
Dude,
confusing.
the marathon
came
runs
someone
right
on
by
Molly, they're
11.
like, yo, why are all these people out here?
exactly.
Why did that look like what's Gruden?
Hey, man.
What's going on here, man?
I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you.
Did Amin run a full marathon?
Yeah, she won.
Holy
yeah,
crap.
Yeah,
Did she run the whole time?
Steve Martin also.
No, she didn't. No. I mean, she didn't run the entire thing because
I
her
missed
body
the
almost
local hour.
gave out on her.
He just said. I
ran the
asked
full
him.
I was blacked
Did
out.
she
I'm
run
sorry.
the
I'm focusing on my
26.2?
topic that we're never going to
Well,
get
it sounds
to.
like she walked some.
Well, she had to because her body gave
Chris.
out when she. I mean, she.
You're going to do it. Do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Why don't you do
Do
it?
you realize? Like,
Have you ever
if
walked
if you
26.2 miles in your
Chris,
life?
You
Have you?
did
combined?
a 5K.
Yes.
Have you done a
Chris,
5K
if you
before?
started jogging, if you started
a 5K I
jogging
have
right
done.
now,
Thank you, Roy.
Chris, if you started jogging, how far do you think you'd get before you'd stop jogging?
Like a half a mile.
Oh, let's do this right now.
Down the stairs.
You could do
Let's
the
go right
point
now.
two. You could do the point two.
Yeah. Run out to the beach.
I'm not sitting there saying I'm doing a full marathon.
You know what?
No,
should,
you
that
said
should
you
be on
could
your
jog a
bucket
half
list.
mile.
Make sure we add in she walks some. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Spin
the wheel.
I don't think I want to spin the
Transition.
wheel.
No, you know what? I have a topic. Let's
All
spin
right.
it.
No,
Let's
you,
fight.
No,
you
come
had
on, I
your
have one.
turn. You had your
No.
turn. Roy, spin the wheel.
God damn it.
I've got a good one if somebody wants to pick me.
Jessica.
Oh, come on.
Thank
Who would
God.
have saw that coming?
Tony.
What?
All
Oh,
right.
I forgot I had to pick.
I saw a news story this week that I can't fully wrap my mind around, and I wanted to ask you guys if you saw it. The headline is Virginia basketball coach fired for impersonating 13-year-old in-game.
Yo, she was balling.
She was blocking shots.
Killing.
She was taller than everyone else they were
Dude,
playing
did you see
against.
4'6"?
Dude, did you watch the video?
She look like Michael Jeffrey
Yes,
Jordan.
there is a video of her, and the very first clip in the video, this is from a local news station in Virginia. She's straight up blocking a shot of like some 13-year-old is shooting.
And talking shit. He's like, yeah, don't bring that weak shit around here.
So I don't know how to wrap my head around this because like anytime I see a story like this, I'm like maybe something like deeper and sad and weird is happening. But I read the story. I don't know what the hell is going on, but the team ended up having to forfeit the game, I think, once they
Yeah.
found out, and now they're not playing for
The rest of the year. They
season.
just
Like,
said,
they're-
forget about
they're
it.
done, yeah. So
They was already through.
it was literally the
So-
most bizarre thing that I have read this week.
So here,
Yeah, as the coach had to play, then they were already
so,
through. as
so
you
here,
just said.
Right,
here's
exactly.
here's the deal. Like, I guess there's star players on a club team, also a travel team. So she wasn't there. So this assistant coach decided, I'm going to stand in for her.
And the head coach was cool with it?
That's the part I don't
The head
get.
coach was like, you know what? I
I'm
like
allow
it.
it.
Great idea. Very
Judges?
enterprising.
who's gonna know? No
Thumbs
one's
up.
gonna know.
They should have her jerseys on sale tomorrow, wherever they are. I will buy one.
It just kills me that, like, it's one thing to say, okay, I'm going to fill in and we're going to win this game. Just everyone be cool. It's another thing to be like,
She's balling
I'm
out.
gonna
yeah.
dominate.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
part of her that's trying to fit in or trying to,
Right,
like, she's out
blend
here.
in.
She's like, and one. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was crazy. She looked like, you ever watched those Sports Center commercials where Stuart Scott is talking about, like, giving back to the kids, and then they're playing
Kenny
basketball, and then
Mayne.
he's, like, completely dominating little kids?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, she look
Kenny
like
Mayne.
it's a Joanna Man out there with the movie. Transition.
I got a topic.
That was a good movie.
Seth Curry was in it.
That'll do it for another episode of Mystery.
No,
Maybe we should check out
Oh,
the
damn, I don't get no
And then,
goddamn topic. What the hell going on here? I ain't got no topic.
All right, rapid fire.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Nah, fuck it. Black History Month. Rapid fire my ass. I see how we do.
Juju.
And that'll be another mystery crate.
Oh,
goddamn it.
no.
Happy Black History Month. Hopefully my podcast coming soon where we talk about shit we need to talk about. Goddamn.
Juju, go. Come on.
Happy Black History Month, Chris Whittingham. You go ahead on.
Well, the wheel landed on you, so you have to give your
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, the fanfare already played, so you gotta go.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh no! No! Oh, wait a minute. We got to do our shows,
You're really
though.
gonna do the thing of like we're all gonna stare at you and you're just gonna say nothing.
I bet y'all last longer than y'all.
Chris Cote, what's on Cinephile this week?
Bob Babalan.
What?
Bob Balaban.
That sounds like a number 3 starter that Mike Schur would bring up.
Dude, I'm telling you, Bob Balaban, it's a name you don't know, but he's a guy you've seen in a lot of stuff. Good character actor. We talked to him. He's in 80 for Brady. Also, my review of You People. Tony, what you got on the YouTube channel?
What? I've heard only bad things about that movie.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not great.
I'll save you the time of listening to the episode.
Eddie
It's
Murphy
bad.
didn't save it, huh?
Eddie, your review punctuates with not for me, Clive, which was the highlight of my week. Tony, what's going on the YouTube channel? On the Twitch channel.
Twitch channel, GG's. Yeah, GG's every Monday. We play Madden. We're trying to do a win with all 32 teams. We're on our way there. Also, the MMA Hangout every month. The next one coming up February 11th. Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev in UFC 284.
Roy Moko.
Montgomery & Company has Master P. We dropped the regular show on Thursday and the entire interview on Friday. And on Because Miami, we have Ari Cohen, who has a Twitter beef with John Reese.
Very good. Jessica Smetana, what's going on in your bevy of podcasts?
Golic and Smetty will be in Arizona next week for the Super Bowl, so check that out. We'll be doing a lot of things from Arizona, probably with Stu and Billy as well, wherever you get your podcasts. Off the Looking Glass will be back very soon.
Ooh, very exciting.
Am I supposed to meet any of y'all next week for this or not?
If you want, I mean, we can hang out.
Okay.
I mean,
what up?
I'm not going to
I will
South
be
Tempe,
there.
though.
I'll be there as well, so definitely link up.
Let's
brother.
do it. Let's do it.
Also, before we stop, you know what I mean?
I was giving you a chance to do a plug. I
don't know what's going on with you. Hey, man.
I was gonna say, like you said, like before we go, and I was like, I wasn't gonna like leave you out of this section.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Juju.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
It's been a long day, y'all. I love everybody. That's all.
What were you gonna say?
Salute
What were you gonna
y'all,
say?
brothers.
What was the subject,
Salute
though? What,
everybody.
what was the subject?
Salute y'all.
Oh, man. Okay, goodbye.
Hey, I gotta promote my
Amin,
shit.
go ahead and plug the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cinephobe.
What's Cinephobe?
The podcast where Zach Harper and I watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes and try to ascertain whether they are accurately rated or maybe they didn't get a fair shake. That's Cinephobe. It's produced by Anthony Mays. You get it wherever you get podcasts. We are in the daisy chain. So we got rid of the theme months, and now the rule is whatever movie you pick next, it has to have someone in the movie that we have.
So you're saying it has to be tangentially related to
There
the
you
movie that
go.
came before it.
Full circle, baby.
Yeah, full circle indeed. And so last week, obviously, we had Men in Black International featuring special guest Marshall Newhouse, Super Bowl champion.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him, indeed. And so was my pick, and Tessa Thompson was in in Men in Black International. So I picked For Colored Girls, the Tyler Perry debut on Cinephobe. Look out for the film noir.
Yeah.
And Basketball Illuminati, what's going on there?
Basketball Illuminati, Basketball Illuminati, Basketball Illuminati. Say it 3 times to keep your third eye open. We briefly discussed like the Jaren Jackson stuff for people who missed it over the weekend. We got to the bottom of LeBron thinking that he's on the bad end of these last 2-minute report calls. And we had special guest Nate Jones of Goodwin Sports Management. He's one of the premier NBA marketing agents out there. He represents Damian Lillard, if you've seen those Modelo commercials or the Hulu.
Ooh.
Dame time.
Yeah, that's all my man Nate. So he is a long-time kind of basketball figure in the background. If you know hoops, you know who Nate Jones is, and he's a great guest.
Okay, goodbye.
And then Metal Archers.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, yeah, Metal
Metal
Archers with
Archers.
Kate Fagan and Howard Bryant.
Yes.
Talked about the Apple TV Plus documentary Super
The
League.
War for Football.
The War for Football. I really enjoyed this one.
I did.
Did you have a nice time?
I did have a nice time. Oh, are you talking to him?
You all right?
That's just how I like to mock witty.
Was it all right?
Right.
Did you have a nice weekend? Nice time?
You good?
I'm
some enemies
alarmed.
become friends,
I'm
some friends
alarmed
become
at how much you guys are on top of my every behavior. There's nothing that doesn't pass the two of you back there.
Did you have a nice time?
It's all right.
Get in.
Okay, goodbye.
I had a nice time.